Welcome to the Complete Educational Workbook and Practical Guide for Atomic Habits by James Clear. This video will explore the powerful framework for building good habits and breaking bad ones. This guide provides practical wisdom you can implement immediately. Each section answers, what does this mean? Why does it matter? And how can I apply it? The material is designed for entrepreneurs, students, professionals, leaders, business owners, and lifelong learners. James Clear is a writer and speaker focused on habits and continuous improvement. His work combines insights from biology, neuroscience, and psychology. His journey began after a life-changing injury, leading him to discover the power of small habits. He states, "I had to rely on small habits to rebound from my injury, to build a successful business." Atomic Habits fits into an intellectual lineage of behavior change dating back to B.F. Skinner. Clear's contribution is integrating these concepts into a highly actionable framework, the 4 Laws of Behavior Change. The book is relevant now because people seek practical, science-backed self-improvement in a distracting world. The core revelation of the book is that tiny changes compound into remarkable results. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The 4 Laws of Behavior Change are: make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Remember the core principle. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Our first chapter focuses on the core foundations, understanding the fundamentals of habit formation and behavior change. A 1% daily improvement leads to a 37 times improvement in a year, while a 1% decline approaches 0. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Don't quit before you reach the plateau of latent potential. Commit to 1% daily improvement and trust the compounding process, just like British cycling did. We explore 3 layers of behavior change: outcomes, processes, and identity. Outcome-based habits focus on what you get. Identity-based habits focus on who you believe you are. The key is shifting your identity. Every action is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. The goal is to become a runner, not to run a marathon. Habits work in a 4-stage loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. The cue triggers your brain. The craving is the motivational force. The response is the actual habit. And the reward satisfies and teaches. This process is divided into the problem phase and the solution phase. The 4 Laws of Behavior Change are a guide for building good habits and breaking bad ones. To create a good habit, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To break a bad habit, use the inversion of these laws. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Always ask, how can I make it easy? In this next section, we delve deeper into the 4 laws, providing practical strategies for each law of behavior change. The first law is to make it obvious. Strategies include the habit scorecard, implementation intentions like I will do behavior at time and location, and habit stacking, using the formula after current habit, I will new habit. Also, design your environment to make cues of good habits obvious and visible. The second law is to make it attractive. Use temptation bundling. Pair an action you want with an action you need. Leverage social influence by joining a culture where your desired behavior is the norm. Reframe your mindset from I have to I get to. Habits are attractive when you associate them with positive feelings. The third law is to make it easy. The law of least effort means making good habits the path of least resistance. Distinguish between motion, which is planning, and action, which is producing a result. Use the 2-minute rule. When starting a habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. Also, practice environment priming by preparing your setting for the next action. The 4th law is to make it satisfying. The cardinal rule is, what is immediately rewarded is repeated. Implement habit tracking to create a deeply satisfying visual proof of progress. Additionally, use accountability systems to make bad habits unsatisfying by creating immediate consequences or getting an accountability partner. Tracking provides immediate satisfaction for long-term payoffs. Welcome to Part 3. Key Concepts and Mental Models. Here, we'll explore the essential frameworks for understanding and applying habit science. The compound effect highlights that 1% improvements multiply daily, leading to dramatic differences. Your outcomes, like net worth or fitness, are lagging measures of your daily habits. Time magnifies the margin between success and failure. You get what you repeat. The plateau of latent potential describes the valley of disappointment, where results lag behind effort, causing many to quit. Like heating an ice cube, effort builds up until the melting point is reached, leading to exponential progress. Powerful outcomes are often delayed, so keep hammering. Goals focus on results, while systems focus on the processes that lead to results. Goals are momentary and can restrict happiness. Systems focused on continuous improvement are more sustainable. Remember, Winners and losers often have the same goals. It is the system that differentiates them. Mental models for habit mastery include the 2-minute rule for starting small, habit stacking for routine building, and environment design for sustaining behavior. Temptation bundling makes habits attractive, and Don't Break the Chain provides visual tracking for consistency. Each model solves a unique problem in habit formation. These powerful quotes reinforce the book's core message. Remember, you fall to the level of your systems. Every action is a vote for your desired identity. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Focus on your trajectory, not just your current results. Part 4 explores practical applications, how to apply atomic habits across every area of life. The 3-question method helps apply concepts. What is the idea? Why does it matter to me? How can I apply it today? The implementation formula involves identifying the habit, applying the 4 laws, tracking progress, and adjusting the system. Focus on identity change and building systems. Real-world examples show how the 4 laws apply. In fitness, lay out clothes to make it obvious and easy. For productivity, block distracting websites to make bad habits difficult and invisible. For relationships, send appreciation messages to make it easy and satisfying. In business, apply the aggregation of marginal gains to process improvement and team culture. Design the environment to make productive behaviors obvious and rewarded. Focus on clear, repeatable habits like weekly reviews and documented processes. As a leader, your habits become the organization's habits. Led by example by designing specific, desirable leadership behaviors and building accountability systems that reinforce them. Reflect on the type of leader you want to become. Use habit stacking to build effective morning and evening routines. For continuous learning and relationships, focus on small, consistent actions, like reading 1 page daily or sending 1 appreciation message. Make good habits easy and obvious. In faith, habits embody spiritual identity, reflecting the new creation. Faithfulness in small things, like daily gratitude, compounds over time. Design your environment and community to reinforce your values and spiritual growth. Part 5 presents case studies and action exercises, demonstrating real-world applications and providing hands-on learning opportunities. The British cycling team's success demonstrates the, quote, aggregation of marginal gains. By focusing on hundreds of 1% improvements, they transformed from mediocrity to winning most major events. The lesson: tiny gains compound into inevitable, remarkable results. James Clear's journey began with a severe baseball injury in 2002. He focused on small habits at Denison University, leading him to become an All-American athlete. He applied this same system to build his successful website and publish Atomic Habits. His experience proves that the system matters more than the goal. Use the habit scorecard to become aware of your current behaviors. List every habit from waking to sleeping. Mark each habit as good, bad, or neutral. Then, determine if each habit helps you become the person you want to be. Identify 3 habits that vote for and 3 that vote against your desired identity. Implementation intentions create specific plans for action, following the template, I will, behavior at time and location. This overcomes the lack of clarity. For example, I will exercise at 6 a.m. in my living room. Use this structure to make good habits obvious. Use habit stacking to link a new habit to an existing one. After current habit, I will, new habit. Start with daily routines, keep new habits under 2 minutes, and only add 1 new habit at a time. Write down your stacks and post them visibly for success. Reflect on 5 key areas: identity, awareness, environment, systems, and compounding. For identity, ask who you want to become. For systems, determine what system needs improvement. Commit to journaling your answers and acting on the most resonant question within 24 hours. The first step to change is awareness. Avoid common mistakes, focusing on outcomes over identity, starting too big, relying on motivation, ignoring your environment, breaking the chain, and mistaking motion for action. The fixes include the 2-minute rule, designing systems, and following the rule, never miss twice. Here is a cheat sheet summarizing the 4 laws of behavior change. To build a good habit, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To break a bad habit, invert the laws. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. The 30-day implementation plan helps structure your progress. Week 1 focuses on awareness and identity. Week 2 emphasizes habit stacking and the 2-minute rule. Week 3 introduces social influence and temptation bundling. Week 4 is for review, adjustment, and planning future growth. Your action blueprint focuses on immediate, weekly, and monthly tasks. Today, define your identity and create one implementation intention. This week, start a habit stack and apply the 2-minute rule. Remember, small changes now create remarkable results later. Thank you for engaging with the Impact Book Insights Action Blueprint. Your journey to better habits starts with one small step. What will your 1% improvement be today? You can download free worksheets to assist you in this process.